Thanks for joining us for the May 2020 survey results from the Purdue University CME Group Ag Economy Barometer. I'm Jim Mintert, Director of the Purdue Center for Commercial Agriculture, and I'll share this month's results with you. The Ag Economy Barometer improved slightly in the month of May to a reading of 103 from 96 a month earlier, but that still leaves us well below where we were prior to COVID-19. Back in February, the index was at 168. The index of current conditions and the index of future expectations both improved. The biggest improvement was in the index of current conditions, which improved from a reading of 72 to 83. We had a more modest improvement in the index of future expectations, which just rose 4 points from 108 to 112. The Farm Capital Investment Index also rebounded from a reading of 38 last month to a reading of 50 this month. But that still leaves the index well below where it was in February when it was at 72, which was close to the all-time high for the Farm Capital Investment Index. We asked farmers about their farmland price expectations. When we asked them to look ahead 12 months, they were less pessimistic than they were a month earlier. 29% of the farmers in this month's survey said they expected farmland prices to decline, and that compares to 35% last month, which was a big jump relative to where we were back in February when we were just 13%. When we asked farmers to look ahead 5 years with respect to farmland values, there was a modest change, but they were a little less optimistic than they were a month earlier. 40% of the farmers in this month's survey said they expected higher farmland values 5 years from now. That compares to 44% a month earlier. We asked farmers how worried they are about the impact of the coronavirus on their farm's profitability this year. The results didn't change a lot compared to the prior 2 months. As you look at the percentage of farmers that were either fairly worried or very worried about coronavirus impact on profitability, 71% said they were worried in May. That compares to 67% in April and 74% in March. When we asked them what their number one concern was regarding their farm and COVID-19, market access continued to be the number one response. The number two response was financial, followed by health and safety at a distant third place. We asked farmers about equity positions and whether or not they expect that to improve or decline over the next 12 months, and we saw a big deterioration here relative to February, the last time we asked this question. 61% of the farmers in this month's survey said they expect farm equity to decline this year compared to just 28% that felt that way back in February. We asked farmers how concerned they are, if at all, about the future viability of the U.S. ethanol industry. And that, of course, was in the context of so many ethanol plants being currently shut down. 81% of the farmers in our survey said they were either very concerned or somewhat concerned about the future viability of the ethanol industry. Finally, we asked farmers if they think it will be necessary for the President and the U.S. Congress to pass another bill to provide more economic assistance to farmers. 2/3 of the farmers in this month's survey said they do think additional legislation will be needed for agriculture. That wraps up our survey results for this month. If you want more details, they're available on our website, purdue.edu/agbarometer. The next Ag Economy Barometer will be released on July 7th, and our next Crop Outlook webinar will be on Friday, June 12th at 12:30 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. Thanks for joining us. On behalf of the Center for Commercial Agriculture, I'm Jim Mintert.